Awesome. Well, this is the 2019 RAV4. We're actually in the adventure version of the RAV4. There's a few different trim models. What's really cool about the adventure is from driving it so far, you really feel the increased ride height by a couple inches. So it's just a little bit more of like an off-road type of mindset. There's some different settings for the differential, different settings for the suspension, which I'm gonna walk you through here. We'll get a feel for all the systems. Right now we're in sport mode. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go full throttle and then jam the brakes pretty hard too, okay? You ready? Go. Not bad, right? So good acceleration off the line, a lot of performance out of this. And if you need to slam in the brakes too, it's got you covered, really good stopping distance. These cars come standard with Toyota Safety Sense. Part of that is a pre-collision system where the car actually does automatic braking for you too. Now, as we go up this ramp, as you can see, it's pretty steep. These cars come, the Adventure comes with a torque vectoring differential. So basically it distributes power not only front to rear, depending on where the traction is needed, but also left to right. So for climbing an awkward surface like that, that's a pretty cool feature. So like I said, we're in sport, but we're actually gonna go through a couple of these modes here. If you turn this knob to the left, this is actually a mud and sand mode. You're gonna notice it actually turns off the traction control system, so it'll kind of allow the tires to slip a little bit. If we go toggle this knob over to the right, now we're going to be in what's called rock and dirt mode. This is going to soften up the suspension a little bit. We're going to go over these big bumps here, and you're going to feel the shock absorbers working pretty hard here. Pretty cool, right? Now, this has the park assist with the automatic braking. So if we come up to these cones, you're going to hear the proximity warnings, you're going to hear some beeps, but then the car is actually going to automatically apply the brakes. See that? So when we get too close, it stops for you. So you don't have to worry. Well, actually, you should always worry about where you're parking, but if you're not too sure, you're a little too close to an object, you can kind of put a little bit of trust into that system. Backup cam, depending on where you steer, the yellow line will move. It's actually going to show you a trajectory based on a live image of the ground where the car is going to be. So very handy for a situation like this when you're backing up longer distance. You want to do a donut? Who doesn't like donuts, right? Good stuff. Now you're gonna notice as we go through the slalom, the platform of the car stays nice and level despite how hard we're kind of throwing it around the turns there, which is something that's really important, especially in the adventure version of the RAV4 when you have that higher ride height. All right. Any questions?